Hi, my name's James, and today we're going to show you how to customize a profile from iConCity.com. So in this case, we've got jump space here. This was downloaded from the iConCity.com, and this is the profile already loaded in. So one of the most easiest things to do is when you want to move an icon from one place to another, it's really simple. Okay, you can click and hold. So click and hold and drag and let go. And there you go, we've simply moved this icon to that space. So click and hold and drag. You'll notice the hotkey is H for holster. Melee is V. Okay, so it's melee and it's V. Holster is H. So click and hold and drag and drop. And there you go. So let's say we want to remove holster here to go on page 2 where free look is. Okay, this is really simple. So we're going to click on the holster, hold it down, hold this right section there, and you see it moves to another page. Moves to another page, to page 4. So keeping my finger held down the mouse, I can click through each page. Okay, like that. See? Moving it from one to another. So click and hold, you'll see it starts to move through the profiles. Okay, so we want this to go to page 2. Okay, so we were up here, so start again. So we want to move holster, click and hold it over part 2, and see the word free look here, just let go on there. And by letting go, jump back to page 1, you'll see that free look is now sitting in the middle of there. And there is holster. Okay, so that's if you want to move icons from one page to another. So let's take interact. Let's move it over there. You see it just swaps places. Just swaps places. Really, really simple. I love that. But again, if it's on another page, let's grab old holster again. Click and hold. Move over to here. See it jumps to that page. With my finger held down the mouse, moves the next page, and just drop it there. So if I drop it there, what's happened to that space? You see it's put a blank in there, because that was what was occupying that space. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Now, if you want to do what I call a large scale maneuver, let's say we want to basically almost start again. But what I suggest is doing something like this. Let's create a folder here. There's one called navigation. You see here it's got the word create folders. So we're going to grab all the create folder and drop it on an empty square. There's nothing in here other than that little picture that does nothing. So I'm going to click and hold and drop it on there. I sure want to replace a section, just press replace. And you've seen how we now have a folder. What we can do here, folks, is now basically move things into this folder without losing the keybind. Because if I click on here and just press delete, not only have I lost the icon, but I've lost the shortcut that goes with it. If I don't remember what the shortcut is, in this case S, I'll have to go back into the game and find it again. It becomes a bit of a pain. So in this case then, we've got our new folder here. I'm going to call it, let's call it remap, because we're going to remap the profile. Let's press on this little T here and press show tile. Let's got the word remap. Okay, so we create a folder in empty space. Now, what we can do is go to page 1. Let's say drop item. I'm not sure I want to put this yet, but I want to get rid of it off the front page. I can click and hold it here and it'll go through it. Or click and hold on the page number at the bottom of the page like so, and it'll do it that way as well. See? It's really cool, isn't it? So I'm going to put it in this folder here, remap, and then let go. When you create a folder, it automatically creates a back button. Okay? Let's go to page 1. So we now have an empty space, but we haven't deleted the icon and we haven't deleted the shortcut, which is really cool. Let's get hold of grapple, click and hold it over the number 4, which is page 4. There's the remap button there. Click and hold, let go in that section there. So you see, grapple is F, drop item is G. So I haven't lost anything, it's all there. Go to page 1, and now you can see I've got all these free spaces. So now you're kind of free to do what we did when we first started. We can move these around here, move that up there. We need that for navigation. Let's leave that one there. Let's move crouch down there, and let's maybe put jump there. We've got these 2 empty spaces. Go to page 2, and let's grab hold of the light. Let's hold it over 1. Let go. So we now got a light on page 1. whilst page 4, there's the holster there. So let's grab all up that holster, move it to page 1 and put it there. So there you go. That's a really cool and simple way to maneuver around a built-in profile, in this case from iConCity, this is the jump space one, and make it your own, basically. So this folder here is a basic way of keeping these all safe so we can come and get it whenever we want. So let's look at worst case scenario. We were moving an icon around, and you see we've got the word light here. You'll see its shortcut is C. Okay, let's say, for example, we delete this by accident. So I'm going to hit, so it's the light key. The shortcut is C, so we know this, okay? And we're trying to move this around, and then maybe we've forgotten or whatever. So I'm just going to press delete key. So that icon has now gone completely. It's not in remap. It's nowhere to be found. Okay. So what we can do, we're going to go to this navigation screen here. We're going to look for system, and we're going to look for hotkey. See hotkey there. Click and hold. Drop it in the spot there. There's the hotkey. The shortcut is C, remember? So type in C. Okay, but we don't have a picture here. So we can go to our folder where we downloaded our icon pack from, in this case iConCity. You'll see it's called Jump Space in Galleon. This is our downloads folder. I can double click that, and here we are inside of the folder, and in here is something called just icons. Let's double click icons, and in here are all the icons for Jump Space. So let's grab hold of that torch. Let's have a look, it's here somewhere. There it is, flashlight. Torch, flashlight, same thing. Click on there, make sure it's highlighted. I've got the word C there. We're going to move that over. And all we can do is grab hold of that torch. I've lost it. There it is, flashlight. So all we can do is grab hold of flashlight now, click and hold, and drag and drop it into the well. And there you go, we're back in business. So we know it was C, and there it is. So that's us replacing an icon that we deleted by mistake. So let's look at the wheel up here. So this is the action wheel that we've got built into Jump Space, and some of your icon packs will have action wheel highlighted for you. So let's double click up here. You'll see we've got the green, red and yellow. What if we want to bring in another one or delete one of these? So again, same thing is, let's get rid of, let's say, the yellow one. We don't want this anymore. So it's secondary action, and it's called Q. The hotkey is Q. So interactive is Q. We don't want this anymore. All we've got to do is just press the delete key on our keyboard. That's it. It's gone. And you'll see up here that we've just got interact, like sort of like a yes or a no action. Okay. So what if we want to bring in maybe the torchlight into here? Well, that's really, really simple, guys. All we can do is we can double click up here again. Okay, we want to bring that in. So we can grab hold of our hotkey here, drag it into this window here, go to our folder over here where all the icons kept, grab hold of flashlight, drag it in there. Hotkey is C because we looked at them previously. We can even put the word flashlight here. There you go. And there it is. We've now added it to that list. Hit the back button there, and you'll now see we now have a quick action to that light there. There we go. So that's just modifying that wheel up there. So double click, and then we can obviously change where it goes within there, but in between the two now. There you go. That's some of the ways of moving a profile around to your liking, and basically creating an extra folder here that you can move icons that maybe you're not going to use. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Remember that we've got our folder over here called Remap, where inside of there we've got icons that we haven't used. It's a great way of personalizing your Stream Deck, or in this case your Corsair Galleon Stream Deck keyboard, the way you want to see it done. Nice and simple. Hope you enjoyed that. See you in the next one. Bye.